Welcome back to the Feathered Family. Today I'm going to be going through some of my top picks from the Joann's going out of business sale. First up, we have Lily Sugar and Cream. This is one of my top picks. Next, we have some Juicy Couture. This is perfect for scrunchies. Then we have Karen Colorama Halo and Burn It Blanket Phasing, Burn It Forever Fleece, Burn It Blanket Extra, Burn It Blanket Extra Thick, and the Frosting, Burn It Pipsqueak, Lion Brand Kubu, and lastly, Burn It Blanket and Burn It Baby Blanket. Why did I buy so much yarn? Well, I own a crochet business. You can go check out my website at karascrafts.com. That's KARASKRAFTS.com. With Joann going out of business, it's going to be very difficult for me to get my hands on yarn at a good price. So with Joann having their yarn 50% off right now, that's one heck of a deal for me to actually be able to stock up. Obviously, the average crocheter is probably not going to buy this much yarn, but for someone that relies on having an abundance of yarn on hand to be able to do special orders or just creations in general, it's really important for me to have all these different colors, types, weights, brands, everything. This is everything I got at Joann since they started their closing sale. Obviously, I have a bunch more yarn around the house, such as I think I have 4 to 5 big totes downstairs full of yarn. Basically, after Joann's closes, unless I need to get a color for a special order, I'm going to be going on a yarn buying ban. Not sure how long that's going to last. This is still a chunk out of my pocket until I create the product and sell it, so I better be busting a move here shortly. My local Joann and the Joann by my work are both staying open for the time being. I believe it's said that they will close probably around end of May. Both of them have been two of the bigger stores around this area, so they have decided to keep those open even after they closed the 300 something stores this Saturday, I believe before last Saturday. Not only are both the Joanns still getting shipments from the warehouse, but they are now also getting shipments from other Joanns that have since closed. Also, I want to say I did not wipe them out of stock out of any except one color because they only had 5 of the tangerine color left in the Lily Sugar and Cream. Everything else still had yarn left. There's 2 ways to look at it. The people that go in wipe them clean of everything without leaving stuff for the next people. And then there's people like me who try to be courteous and still leave other yarn there. I definitely wanted to get more of some of these colors, but I understand the difficult times right now with Joann closing, so I didn't want to deprive other people of them being able to get the yarn that they need. I still have to do what I need to do for my business, which is getting 4 to 5 of the main colors that I need. I've been going every day for pretty much the last week, which seems absurd, but I've been waiting for Joann's to get the Lily Sugar and Cream cotton, and they finally got it today. They only had 6 or 7 colors today. All the other colors I got on a different day, but I was very happy just to be able to find those colors. Right now I've got dinner cooking in the oven, and I have my first official online custom order to do. They requested a mesh market bag with over the rainbow, and then whatever color I think will look good for the straps. So we're gonna go ahead and find a color or colors that pair up with this really well and start making that. They said they're going for a sherbet type of vibe with this bag, so I'm thinking the over the rainbow for the mesh, And then I think we're gonna do a mixture of these 3 colors for the handles. I take that back. I think I'm going to just do it with the orange, because I think including too many colors in the strap is going to take away from the mesh part, the over the rainbow. So I think the final decision is these 2 together. This is hot orange and lily sugar and cream, and this is, like I've said, over the rainbow and lily sugar and cream.
University of Miami. Aquarius Green Jr., University of Notre Dame. Ibrahim Moise. To a specific house.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. We stayed up pretty late last night making some bags, and I just have this one to finish up that I started this afternoon. I attempted to add my own bottle pocket into it. If you can't hear, Louie is right there. Louie. So now that I have it turned the correct way, I'm going to go ahead and sew across these lines all the way around, put the string in, and then it'll be finished. So it's been a pretty productive day. I made this, but I still have a couple things I need to work on. This is the first time I did this, but we'll figure it out. I also made this bag, which I have not put the cotton rope in yet to cinch it together, but it is beautiful. I love this purple. On the inside, we have some purple polka dots. So pretty. And then I actually am working on another one of them right now. It's just the smaller measurements, the smaller version. It is dinner time, so I'm gonna go ahead and go pick that up right now. Happy Friday evening. We got a lot accomplished this week. Last night I took pictures of a few different of the newer bags and went ahead and edited them before I went to bed. So my goal for this evening is to get all of those posted. Currently I am working on a quilted bag, just a basic quilt stitch on it. So I'm hoping to get that finished up tonight as well. So I am still in the middle of rearranging the office, but I did get a package in the mail from Amazon. I got some more sewing clip things. These are cup charms or bag charms, whatever you want, for like the beads, like the focal point bead and then the beads on the top and the bottom of them. These, so cute. I love cows. And then, what is this? Oh, badge holders. I'm also going to be doing them in badge holders as well. So I'm actually gonna do one really quickly right now just to see how it turns out. So obviously it's going to take some trial and error to try to figure out what sizes and styles and everything will look best on these. I did have to kind of squish it a little bit to get it on there, but no big deal. So now I'm going to put this on my cup and it just hooks on there. How cute is that? It's adorable. And since this is one of the smaller Stanleys, I can go ahead and clip it up a little bit higher. And now I can set it down and it'll still hang. That is adorable. So cute. So be on the lookout for those in the shop here soon. The rest of the beads should be getting delivered here shortly, so we will have a brand new product. These will be made into pens, cup/bag charms, and the badge holders, which I can do a badge holder real quick and show you as well. This is my personal work badge that I take to work with me. So obviously I have my actual ID covered up here, but look how cute. There's so many different combinations that can be put together. Maybe this one isn't your favorite, but maybe a different brown charm or the other color of the cow print charm would look better. There's also the cute flower that we could do with the cow as well. There's so many different combinations. So adorable. So that's the badge holder birds. Here is another example of a bag or cup charm. So far, this one has been my favorite. I love matching the brown color to the brown inside of the flower. This is the mesh market bag that I sell on my website. Currently, I just have a quilt that I made inside of it. But look how cute. I keep saying that, but honestly, it is so adorable. Maybe not that color with this bag exactly, but since this is my mesh market bag personally, I wanted to go ahead and show you on one that I am not selling, just so you can see the whole bag in use as well. I have a whole quilt in here. I made this a month and a half ago or so. My first ever quilt, learned to quilt doing this. Was pretty fun, but it took a long time, and then hand sewing the binding, not for me. Happy Saturday. Unfortunately, we did not get a ton done yesterday. Certainly not what I wanted to achieve, but, and some exciting news, my mom ended up in a Joann's that I had not been to yet since the closing sales had started, and the sewing machines were 50% off there. I have been using a pretty old, not ancient, but older sewing machine that my mom had got from her mom. So it doesn't have a lot of options on it. Certainly not what I am wanting to be using at this point. It was definitely a good machine for me to learn on, but not what I am looking to use now. This is the machine. It is an old Kenmore sewing machine. Like I said, it's definitely done me well up until this point, where I am now kind of moving on into the, I guess you could say, intermediate phase of sewing, where I need more options, more fun stuff. I'm so excited. So as you probably saw, it was 50% off. I don't know what it was originally, but I did end up getting it for $180 and then tax. Obviously, if you double 180, since it was 50% off, you'll get the was price. Always a good idea to keep on hand. Don't just tuck them in a drawer, you should read them. One thing I do like about the Kenmore is it had a metal sewing pedal, which was really nice. before we dive more into the new sewing machine, I also want to show you some more yarn that I ended up getting. They actually had yarn at 60% off instead of 50% off like the stores near me. There has been so much yarn in this video, like new yarn that I've gotten. It's actually kind of crazy. Now let me move you to a better angle so that we can dive into the sewing machine. So unfortunately, I did not get as much done today that I wanted to get done. After I got the sewing machine out, set that up, tried a couple things out on that, I actually decided I want a new sewing table. So we went to get me a sewing table, but there weren't a lot around. So I will have to order that. But while I was gone, I did get a package. In this package, I got some new heat erasable pens. Lots of them. And I also got, oh, leave it to me. I got pens, a lot of them, that I will put the charms on, or the beads. So I'm gonna make one of those real quick so that I can show you. Gimme a kiss. Gimme a kiss. Good boy. So I don't know how I personally feel about this combination. It could go, but I just kind of threw it together quickly to show you guys. So the other thing, he's talking, but he stops talking every time I stop talking. There's so many different possibilities we can do with these, but just like the cup and bag charm and the badge holder, we will now have pens. Each pen will come with a pen refill, and it'll come in one of these cases, which I think is perfect. Come here. Wait. Alright, so I think that is going to wrap it up for this week's video. I am hopefully going to start doing weekly videos where I kind of record throughout the week and then post on Sundays. I hope you can hear me over Lou, the big mouth bird. I don't have my mic on to kind of silence her out of it. If you are still watching to this point, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. If you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Tap that subscribe button to follow along. Also be sure to tap that bell to get notified every single time we post. Be sure to drop down in the comments if you have any video suggestions. And with that, we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.